Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. I'm Linda Karnauskas, and I want to thank you for joining us on this Wednesday, November 23rd. We have an informative show for you today. First, we're going to hear all about the Toys For Tots drive. We'll have guest Jerry Shore and Pastor Dean Smith from Trinity Lutheran. And then later on, we're going to hear all about the Red Kettle campaign at the Salvation Army, and we'll be talking with Gina Shepherd and Linda Seljesth. So you'll want to stay tuned for our program. The Owatonna Today Show will welcome your suggestions and comments regarding show topics and guests. You can do so by emailing us at owatonnatoday@charter.net or by contacting our show's producer, Leanne Alt, at 390-5751. Leanne would love to hear from you. We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back to hear all about the Toys For Tots drive. So please stay with us.
Advancing the common good means creating opportunities for a better life for all.
United Way is focused on building blocks for a better life, a stable income, good education, and access to health care.
Our goal is to create long-lasting changes by addressing the underlying causes of problems.
Living united means being a part of the change and taking action.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Greetings from the Steele County Historical Society. We invite you to visit us and enjoy your county's history at the History Center and Village of Yesteryear. Check our website for current exhibits and monthly programs.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We are here visiting with none other than Jerry Shore and Pastor Dean Smith from Trinity Lutheran. Welcome to the program, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate all you do here, and we're here to talk about the Toys For Tots drive that's coming up. Jerry, there's something about a gentleman in uniform. You look dapper, and why don't you tell our viewers what uniform that is?
This is a Marine Corps uniform. It's a dress blue uniform, and it's the one that's used for major events and that type of thing. Okay. And
And there's a correlation with what we're talking about today, so we'll get to that. Sure. Jerry, why don't you share a little bit about yourself and how long you've been involved with the Toys For Tots drive?
I've been involved with the Toys For Tots drive for 34 years, and a few years before that because the Faribault detachment of the Marine Corps League had Toys For Tots going up there and got a little head start on us. I've been around a while.
Okay. And we'll meet this gentleman here on the other side of the table. Hi, Pastor Dean Smith, correct, yes. From Trinity Lutheran Church. Mm-hmm. And Pastor, what is your role this year with the Toys For Tots drive, or have you been involved for many years?
Well, Trinity has been a collection site for angel tree gifts and then also for Toys For Tots. Last year we were a distribution site for Toys For Tots, and we're excited to do that again this year. Okay. And this year we're also going to host a concert that will benefit Toys For Tots.
Okay, and we'll hear more about that. Mm-hmm. Personally, how long have you been a pastor at
I've been at Trinity for about 14 years.
And is there a specialty or a certain area that you overlook?
I'm the youth and family pastor, so I oversee our children, youth and family ministries.
And very busy, but very rewarding.
Absolutely, a lot of fun.
I'm going to take it back to you, Jerry. Why don't you give us a little history on how the Marine Corps and Toys For Tots got together, and talk a little bit about the drive.
Okay, thank you. Major Hendricks was with the Marine Corps Reserve out of California, Los Angeles area. This was 1947. 2 years after the end of the World War II. And his wife had given him a Raggedy Ann doll and says, find an organization that will give this to a needy child for Christmas. And he come back to her after a couple weeks and says, I can't find anybody that can do that for us. So he went back to his reserve unit and says, we're going to give toys to needy children. And he had a relationship with Walt Disney. He says, Walt, I need posters. Walt says, I can make that happen. So he got posters. They gave toys to 5,000 children that year.
Wow. Do you have any idea how many children are helped all over the U.S. with this drive?
I saw the number just recently. It's
up there.
Yeah, it's hundreds of millions. Yeah, and I can't remember the number exactly right now.
Right. So let's take it here to the Owatonna area. Who do you serve here in Owatonna as far as tots? In
children that would get dissatisfied in gift or none at all in the area.
And does this encompass all of Steele County?
It does.
All right. So how many? What I'm saying too, right? What are the age groups that you serve?
0 through 15.
All right. And what are some areas of toys if people want to give and they want to be a part of this drive? How would you recommend they contact the Toys for Tots drive to have a role in the drive?
They can call me. My number is 451-8864. They, if they're looking to get on the receiving end of the gifts, they have to do that fairly quickly because the end of the taking the donation names for donations is coming up quick. But
can they go to the website?
They can go to the Toys for Tots website, and that'll push them in the right direction.
Okay, so if they read the website, it'll tell them.
It'll give us from there. They can get to our website, our local website,
And when does the toy drive start? And what number could they call here?
The drive has been going for 6 weeks now, and so we've got a good supply of toys, but it's not enough, and so.
And are the distribution sites where they can drop off toys?
There's about 115 barrels around town. And a lot of them are with the different employers, the major employers. Most of them will have a box at their site. There's not all the banks have a site, but many of them do. The grocery stores do.
Are the actual locations listed on your website?
Yes.
Okay, all righty. And then what is the special area? There's a special age group that you're concerned for this year? We will get enough toys, we're sure, we're almost positive, for the, say, 2 to 10 or 11, 12-year-old children. That age, we usually, donations help us pretty easily. But for the 0 to 2 and then, let's say 10 to 15, that age group, they're a little harder to shop for probably, and so on, and so we have difficulty with getting enough. We buy a lot for that age group, but it's with that many children, you start buying gifts, it takes a bunch of money. Okay. Well, I want to talk with Pastor Dean here for a few minutes. Pastor, talk about the event that's going to be happening at Trinity in support of the Toys for Tots Drive.
There will be a concert on December 9th at 6:30. Doors open at 6 o'clock. And it's going to feature a lot of great local talent. Bad Tangerines will be there. The Owatonna High School Carolers will be there. Got some solo artists, Greta Jacobson, Danny Arola. So there'll be some great local talent. And people are invited to come. There's no admission charge, but we are asking that they would bring, in accordance with the way that Toys for Tots likes to distribute their toys, an unwrapped gift for a child. And if it can be targeted at those age groups, that would be great. If they can be for either the younger set or the older set, that would be fantastic. Or people can make free will donations so that they can purchase the toys that they need to for the families. So
And what is the date and time again of the concert?
December 9th.
Okay.
And the concert begins at 6:30, but the doors open at 6. And so we would love it if our fellowship hall could be filled. It's going to be at Trinity Lutheran Church, which is on Lincoln Avenue. This was an idea that was actually presented to us by one of our high school students about a month and a half ago. He came to me and asked, hey, could we do this? And so I'm really excited to be a part of it. He actually invited me to be the MC for it, so I'm looking forward to that too. It's going to be a really fun evening, and so I'm looking forward to it.
And Trinity is also, you said, a distribution?
Yes.
Could you explain what their function is there?
Certainly. So when the week for distributing the toys to the families comes up, there will be all kinds of Toys for Tots volunteers filling the fellowship hall, and they categorize them by age. It's a pretty impressive system. And so then the folks who have been who are able to go there, they come by way of Family to Family and some other organizations, have a chance to come in and shop for their kids. And it really is, it's great to see parents come out with, gifts for their kids that otherwise might not have been available to them. And so it's a lot of fun to see so many people involved in making a really special event.
Now, let's go back to the concert just briefly. If somebody wanted to come, they really don't want to shop for a toy or don't have time to shop for a toy. Are you accepting free will offerings?
We are.
Concert?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
We'll take those. We can take gift cards, those sorts of things, whatever would be useful for the Toys for Tots volunteers to go out and supply toys. So even if they are unable to shop, yes, we will be collecting donations that way as well. So
big commitment to support. That's
yes.
great. Back to you, Jerry. What is a monetary amount that someone should consider for a gift?
The foundation keeps us to under a $30 limit for a toy that if we buy. So, but for the population around town that wants to give a toy, that doesn't necessarily apply to them, but it's a guideline to go from.
So you don't want anyone to go above 30?
They can, but if you're going to give, if you wanted to spend $50 or $100 or whatever for toys, I would say try to stay in a $30 limit or somewhere in that neighborhood and buy more toys instead of one expensive toy or two.
Or a family that wanted to adopt the Toys for Tots as their Christmas giving, they would accept a check for more, and then somebody would do the shopping. Great.
What is the last date for toy drop-off at the locations?
The 13th, December 13th.
Okay, all righty. Well, thank you all for sharing and the information regarding Toys for Tots, and we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do to bring joy to those here in our community. We will take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back, so please stay with us.
Hi, this is Eric with the West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center. A heated swimming pool, sauna, running track, cardio room, basketball court, weight room, and 6 tennis courts are among the amenities you can enjoy at our facility. We have a variety of membership packages available to meet the needs of everyone, or you can simply drop in for the day. Stop out today and take advantage of all we have to offer. West Hills Tennis and Fitness, encouraging and promoting a healthy lifestyle.
Hello, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Michael Mager with the Brick Mager Funeral Home and the Medford Funeral Home. At Brick Mager, we are privileged to have served the families of Steele County community for 118 years.
Whether you choose traditional burial or cremation, we promise the tribute your loved one deserves with the peace of mind that you require.
We are proud to be part of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to transitional housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we're here visiting with Gina Shepard and Linda Seljesth. How you doing?
Good morning.
And you're the caseworker at our local Salvation Army.
Yes.
And Linda over here is the chairman of the service unit, which we're going to learn all about. But first, Gina, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit, share who you are, how long you're at the Salvation Army?
Well, I'm Gina Shepard. I am the case manager over at the Salvation Army. I've been there about 3.5 years. I'd like to say that I am a good steward to the money that you raise for, or that you give during the red kettle season.
Mm-hmm. And you love what you do.
Love, 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 love it.
I can tell. It's
yes.
written all over.
Yes, it's a passion.
Yeah, and you're having much success?
With the campaign right now?
Or
just in
general?
Just in general. Oh, goodness. You know, this community's always been so giving. I mean, when I say that, people are like, yes, we're a very giving community. Really, truly are. But it allows us to go out and do what we need to do to help people in this community. And every year we get blessed and we get to help more and more people and continue on that path and that journey to success and helping those people. Mm-hmm.
That probably says a lot for your leadership. That'd be a fine, or your guidance through the chair, the seat that you hold,
Yeah, I get an awful lot of help from my board chair over here.
I know, board chair Linda Seljesth.
She's like glued to my butt this time of the year.
So Linda, tell a little bit about yourself and what you do with the Red Kettle campaign and just life in general.
I'm Linda Seljesth. I'm retired. I volunteer at the Salvation Army. I'm chairman of the service unit, which is an advisory board to the Salvation Army service office here, and we run all of our programs: back to school, shop with the cop, nursing home visits. We help with the kettle campaign too. And this year we're kind of doing it because we haven't got a kettle coordinator yet, and we're still looking for that. So. Yeah, we help out a lot, and we have a small group. We only have like 6 people, and so they do a lot, and we do a lot.
I know, but I pointed out in our conversation we had, you are a volunteer in this capacity, correct?
Yes.
So you have a passion for serving others as well, and
Yes.
and for the kettle campaign. You
Yes.
are going to assume that.
Well, yes, because that is what gives us the funds to give our kids in town backpacks. We give 856 backpacks this year, and we helped 27 kids in the Shop with a Cop program, and we now are kicking into the kettle campaign.
Just take us through for a minute the logistics involved with the kettle campaign, meaning the actual kettles, where they go. How many locations?
We have 9 locations. Hy-Vee, Cashwise, Fairway, Cabela's, which is now Bass Pro Shops. They're allowing us to still ring there. Fleet Farm and Walmart, Sterling, and Walgreens.
And are the kettles there 24/7 or just during store hours?
They set there 24 hours. We actually have, hopefully have bell ringers from, during the week we're doing 10 to 8, and on Saturday 8 to 8. And and we have these little counter kettles. We have them out at 10 locations this year too. Okay. So we have them at Culver's, and downtown we have Owatonna Shoe, Selective Looks, Food and Fuel. Where else did I put them? I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have 10 of them sitting around downtown and around town that you can donate to those too.
So in your capacity, do you handle all the scheduling?
Well, that's supposed to be our coordinator, the board. I have a couple of my board members are helping me do that now. They're taking the phone. We have a Kettle phone number, and
which is
507-413-6700 is our
What
Kettle
was that
phone.
again?
507-413-6700.
This is so they're so much fun over here, and so you want people to volunteer because
we want people to call and volunteer.
We're looking to fill roughly around 1,000 spots. So we're looking for a 2-hour commitment at the Kettle. And when you're looking at, it's 8 locations, we have 9 kettles out. So Walmart has 2, 1 at each door. But that's a lot of bell ringers that we're looking for. So each year it's usually a struggle in the beginning and people start pulling through towards the end. So, if you're one of those people and you're one of those families that were like, you know what, I'd love to get the kids out there and ring those bells, do it. Call that number, 507-413-6700. We will find a spot for you.
All right, so let's talk about, you get it staffed. We're going to keep talking about that because we want people to volunteer.
Yeah.
What do all the proceeds, so take us from you empty the kettle and what happens and what does it benefit?
Let's talk about basic needs real quick. That's something that we don't talk about a lot. We talk about our programs that we have going on all year round, and that is, a big portion of where this money goes. But let's talk about basic needs. When you look at this world, what would it be like if nobody had to worry about their basic needs?
Yes, that's true.
Let's stop and think about that. But there's a lot of people just in this community alone who are struggling to meet those basic needs, feeding themselves, feeding their children, keeping a roof over their heads, having heat in the wintertime. Last year we helped 2,500 people with basic needs. And so, when we talk about this Red Kettle campaign, we're not only just looking for that preventative measure. So we look at, the Shop at the Cop program, and we're also looking at the back to school programs, but there's also those people out there that are struggling from day to day. And there is homelessness in every area, and it is here too. I, as a personal story, I was one of those people that grew up in a home that was homeless from time to time. And my mom we fled a domestic situation. And I was in 3rd grade, and my mom didn't know how to care for 5 children and meet all our needs and financially become stable. So, by the good graces of the community and people that give to like Red Kettle campaign, and we were able to survive and get our basic needs met, So, I look at it as a personal story and say, you know what? Thank you for all those people out there that we were able to have those needs met, and now I can go forward and continue to be successful and run programs like this for the next person down the line. Yeah.
So the proceeds come in, and there is a distribution among the several programs. Are these basic needs met through these programs, or is there a little
it's
separate?
That's kind of a separate thing, and Gina does a wonderful job of helping those people. Not just giving them the money to help themselves, but helping them figure out what they need to do to help themselves too.
Step out of the situation.
And step out of the situation.
We're really about lifting you up out of your situation.
The Salvation Army is a Christian-based organization, and I always tell everybody, when you give to the Salvation Army, yes, 87% stays here. But when you give to the Salvation Army, think about the money, that other money still goes to the Salvation Army headquarters or whatever, and they still distribute the money that they get all over the world, really. And it's run by Kettle campaigns. And, they're at disasters. You don't always hear about it, but they're always there. And so when you give to the Salvation Army, if you don't think about what it goes here, it still goes to nationwide, and you're helping somebody all the time. And that's why I just stick with the Salvation Army, because their money goes to help people always.
Okay. So just list several of the programs that you do support in addition to separateness of basic needs. What are some of those programs that you would work with?
Oh, goodness, they're constantly going all year round. They really are. Our next one coming up, we're going to have Christmas baskets where we're going to have 50 meals that we're going to give out to people in the community. Then we're going to start looking at our visiting our nursing homes where we bring some sort of entertainment and some sort of like snacks and stuff and really get to know those people. Then we start looking at, we're back into the summertime, we're looking at back to school, our Shop with a Cop program. It just goes on and on. Every time I walk out of here, I'm like, oh, I forgot about that one and that one. Oh, Cooking Matters is going on right now.
Okay. So people need to be thinking about volunteering right now, and let's get it.
Yes,
yes.
You know, and you can volunteer for the Salvation Army at the store. They need volunteers. They need help all the time. You know, the service unit could use help. Everything. Kettle campaign.
Okay. So let's get them out to the Kettle campaign, and again, the phone number they can call, and when it starts, and.
Oh, it's running now, so
Okay.
feel free to call 507-413-6700.
Okay, thank you, ladies, and
Thank
blessings
you.
for the holidays.
Thank you.
Happy
Bless you.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We will take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. So please stay with us.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
Hi, I'm Tim Anderson, the owner of Anytime Fitness, where we make getting healthy affordable and convenient. Anytime Fitness is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We hoped you enjoyed learning about the Toys for Tots drive as well as the Red Kettle campaign. It's now time for me to read the community announcements. Steele County Toys for Tots is seeking volunteers to help shop for toys on Thanksgiving night, Thursday, November 24th. Shopping will take place 1 to 2 hours at Target and Walmart of Owatonna. Volunteers are asked to be at least 16 years of age or older, and volunteers are needed to help with the setup and distribution of toys on December 14th through the 17th at Trinity Lutheran Church of Owatonna. Please call Mary Ann Higgins, Steele County Toys for Tots Volunteer Coordinator, at 507-363-6911 if you are interested in volunteering. The Owatonna High School Boys Alumni Hockey Game will be held on Friday, November 25th at the Four Seasons Arena from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Any past players are welcome to come and participate. And Steele County Historical Society is looking for buttons for a craft project for children during their annual Christmas in the Village celebration. They're seeking buttons of all sizes and colors to create a button wreath ornament. And if you have buttons you would like to donate, please bring to the History Center prior to November 28th. Well, that's all I have for you today, and I hope you will join us on Friday when we will be on location at Sister's Salon and Day Spa, and then also we'll be on location at the Village of Yesteryear in the Donnell House to hear all about the upcoming Christmas in the Village. Well, the Owatonna Today Show wishes you and yours and your family a wonderful Thanksgiving and a peaceful Thanksgiving, and we will see you back on Friday. So until then, enjoy your holiday, and we'll see you on Friday.